ship, which is going to take you to the launch pad, and you'll see an Apple icon, like Apple iOS, and that's going to show you guys how to use MetaMask in buying our token. Right below that, you'll see the Android version of the same thing. I want to clarify that we are having some issues with the Wallet Connect feature and the MetaMask feature, generally speaking, I'll say. So on iOS, you'll have no issues at all using the MetaMask procedure. And then on Android, you'll have no issues at all if you use the Trust Wallet procedure. If on Android you try to use the MetaMask, there's some sort of an issue. It doesn't necessarily tell you there's a problem, but as an example, when I use the MetaMask browser on Android, I am unable to sign the transactions. I can connect my wallet only through Wallet Connect, which runs through my Trust Wallet, which gives me no option to pick which wallet I'm using. So the best way on Android is to go through the D apps on Trust Wallet, and you'll have no issues signing your transactions through that. iOS, same idea, but using MetaMask only. So you'll be able to select the MetaMask options to sign through iOS. On the PC, whether you're using Firefox with the MetaMask plugin or the Chrome browser, either one will work with MetaMask. I had no issues there. The other thing is we did change the launchpad. The one that was deployed last time had some, not necessarily issues, it just wasn't the way that we really wanted it to function. So we went ahead and changed the code and launched a new launchpad. So if you look at the BSC scan, you'll see that there's a new contract address that now has 2.5 trillion tokens in it. Everything basically got restart. So it's a 2,000 BNB hard cap for the sale, a max of 25 BNB per wallet. There's no minimum to buy. And then I'm thinking we're gonna launch tomorrow officially on our exchange swap on the website. As far as the time goes, I really don't want to wait until 3 p.m. on Sunday just because it's late for some people. I'm thinking maybe around lunchtime for me. So it'd be like 6 o'clock for the other team members I have, so that they don't have to stay up super late again. Trying to think if, and that is pretty much regardless of if the pre-sale fills up right away. If it fills up overnight, when we get up tomorrow morning, I'll lock the LP, get that situated, be ready to rock and roll. So I don't know about you guys, but I'm pretty excited to at least get this part of the stressfulness out. So I can't wait. And Nick, I know we talked about recording this. Did you ever get that situated? I'm going to take that as a no. I did start looking at doing Twitch. I may just end up doing Twitch through in the future recording. Sorry. Poor Jordan somehow didn't get up on stage. Jordan, you should be able to come up now. But in any case, I'm going to go ahead and open up the floor. If you guys have any questions you want to ask, maybe that I missed, you want to get addressed, go ahead. Go ahead and raise your hand, and we'll let you have the talk. But what's up, Carrie?
Hey, real quick, Nick said that he did get the recording going. He just can't talk or it'll mess up.
What was that?
Nick said he's got it recording, but if he talks, it'll mess it up.
Oh, perfect. Yeah, it'll probably get like an echo. That makes sense. So I know we answered a lot of questions already in the chat, but does anybody have any questions as far as the pre-sale goes? Well, Carrie, I think you must have just did an excellent job at answering everybody's questions ahead of time. And I don't see any questions in the AMA chat. So, I mean, I'm ready to rock and roll. I don't know about you guys. So if you guys don't have any other questions, I guess the only other thing I do want to point out is we did get, all right, I got some questions coming in now. I did get the audit done, and that is put up. So you guys can check out the audit before you actually buy. Again, it's going to benefit this project in the long run, but I don't want anybody to feel like they have to, and I want everybody to understand, don't invest any more than what you can afford to lose. Everything in life is a gamble. So I'm going to let Jennifer up here see what she's got to say. And we'll hit up Rob after this. Looks like she dropped off. Rob, go ahead.
Going through the second wave. When's that at?
One more time, the second wave of what?
Promotion.
Marketing and whatnot?
Yes.
So the next heavy push in my mind is going to be once we're ready to launch V1. There's an absolute ton of big things that I have planned for V1. I don't want to get too much into it right now. As far as what we're getting into right now is basically being able to crowdfund the startup. So it's you investing in the company, into the idea. I don't necessarily need millions of dollars to get the company going. So I don't see the point in investing money that could be spent more wisely when we're ready to attack the, I'll say, client base that we're looking for. So with V1, I'm going to be looking at advertising towards, golf courses and things like that where serious money go to play. Of course, everybody should know that the idea, the vision is being able to create a safe place for people to come and invest their money. When you talk to someone that isn't involved in crypto and you say the word, they look at you as if you just called their mom a nasty name. You know, they get so disgusted and they don't want to talk about it. So that's the type of people that we're aiming for in the future. So I imagine that's going to take some serious money. So like I said, I did spend in the ballpark of 10,000 for the marketing and whatnot that we've done thus far. So I don't know how much I want to continue with that other than our typical shilling. And big shout out to our helpers, you included, obviously, with all of the hard work that you guys have been doing, pounding Twitter and Reddit and everything else. So I think we continue that route, and I do have Tamant and his wife on our side helping with graphics and things like that, so we can continue. They're diligently working on more content as well for us to get out there. So if you guys do have, ideas or, a direction as far as marketing you want to go, I'm not against it. Just send the team a DM or, just ask us straight out, put it in the suggestions. We can look over it. And if we decide to do it, if it makes sense to do it, then I don't see why we shouldn't do it. It's just like I said, right now my focus is getting V1 ready for launch. I'm hoping for the beginning of next year, the way that things kind of line up right now, but realistically speaking, within 6 months. I don't know if that really answered your question, Rob, but it's
it did.
Good.
How successful was the first wave? Do we have any numbers on that?
Well, if I may add into that,
I was just going to tell you to do it. So,
if you've been looking to the numbers of people that have been getting into the Discord channel as of 2 weeks ago, I think we have added over 100 people coming into Discord. We've added over 100 people, I think 150 following us on Twitter. So in terms of exact numbers, because we've tested mostly, I will not say at this stage if it has been as effective as we wanted it to be, but knowing what we did in the last 2 weeks, and I'll be dropping in some of my own dev wallet into some advertising from this day forward, on and off, to see where our priorities lay and what platforms work best. So I'll think I can give you an answer to that in about a month or so.
Good. All right, cool.
So we got another question with White Bell.
Hey guys, how you doing?
What's going on?
Not much. Hey, I just got a quick question for you. First, I want to say great job to you guys, the team, and to the Discord community for answering a ton of questions. I did see that the past few weeks. So cheers to you guys. But I just got a question with the taxation purposes to kind of to bypass the pump and dump, if you will, of like the coin, of people coming in and just taking it and just dumping it. I know in the white paper it lists potential 4 times added on tax. Is there any way you guys can confirm what that's going to be exactly? Because I know of a couple of the people popping in on Discord were asking that, so I'm sure it's probably a question of numerous people.
Yeah, so my answer to that is I struggle with punishing people for buying and selling. I don't like the idea of it, but I realize that in this arena, it's not only accepted, but it's kind of looked after. The idea behind the 4X is basically somebody coming in and being able to take advantage of everything pumping up, and then they'll dump as soon as they get, X amount. So if we increase the fees temporarily and then slowly back them off, it should help stabilize the price. It's not been done that I'm aware of, so there's no use case, if you will, to study and see how well that does. So that's just why it's never been definitively said, this is going to happen or not, just because it's something that I don't necessarily like the idea of in terms of punishing, but I do understand that there's a reason for it. So it seems like everybody likes the idea of the excess whale tax, I'll say. So I'm definitely for it. One of the other things that kind of ties into that is the way that we're launching the token at the price point we are also helps keep the whale situation down. The way I see it, and people say, it's relative, someone who's a $5 buyer is only going to ever be a $5 buyer. Though that's true, it just means that, say, 6 months from now, that guy who put $10,000 into it, it's going to be the difference of them holding 10 trillion tokens or just 10 billion tokens. You know what I mean? So in 6 months from now, I won't have to worry about a $10 trillion guy dumping on us. In the immediate future, it's irrelevant, and it is relative to the person. It's just, I look to the future. I don't focus on now. I focus on what it's going to be like later. So problems like what SafeMoon has, and the rest of the SafeMoon array of copycats, is they didn't account for the future. They were looking at the right now. So when they launched, they created these massive whales. A couple of months later, you still have massive whales, but the price is substantially higher. So now it poses more of a threat to the project. Whereas starting with the higher price now, it will help alleviate having any of those issues with the dumping later. So it's, like I said, I mean, we're probably going to end up doing it. So what the numbers are in the white papers, it'll just be 4 times that per tier.
Okay, gotcha. And that's just gonna, I think it said in the white paper, it's gonna kind of scale down after the, a few weeks after the launch. And is that going to be decided by yourself and the team? Just, maybe after 1, 2, 3 weeks, whatever it is, once it stabilizes?
Yeah, what I was thinking is every week I'll back it down, which is why I chose ×4. So by the second week it'll be ×3. By the the third week it'll be ×2, and then fourth week it'll be just double, and then the fifth week it'll be back to what I'd say is normal.
Okay, awesome. I actually think it's a great idea. It is kind of frustrating when you get into a project and you buy in, and the next thing you get the monster whales that come in and just dump, and then it just kills the price. So I actually like the idea a lot. So good luck, guys, and keep up the good work. You guys are killing it.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it. While we're on the subject of the taxation and stuff like that, I do want to make it clear. I think there was a little confusion with the foundation wallets. So because we're using the foundation wallets as a salary and not necessarily a one-time, one lump sum of, a quadrillion tokens, we're looking at 200 billion tokens each. It's not going to be locked, and we can sell it, right away realistically. But the idea is we're going to do like an offset or a staggered selling option. So myself and Ryan, Crypto Poor, we're going to be the first 2 that are going to do any kind of selling in the first week. And then from there, the rest of the team will have their own week to sell. And basically, we're looking at keeping the price of the token stable, so we're not dumping or anything like that. However, I also don't want to include the foundation wallets into the taxes because, like I said, it is the way of paying us our salary. Me personally, I'm looking at getting to 150,000 and being able to quit my job and focus on this full time. So I've spoke to the community on past AMAs about that, and it's been accepted. So that is still the case. And instead of taxing it and making it longer, obviously I'm not planning on dumping. It's going to be done in spurts. I believe I told the team trying to keep it under 25 billion a day. So however much you want to sell a day, up to 25 billion, to help keep the prices down. Looking at the volume and things like that, you should be able to tell what you can sell when you can sell it, because you don't want to create the red candles and make people think that you're triggering a sell off and things like that. It's definitely not what we want to do. So realistically speaking, that's kind of the way that the foundation wallets will work. I will say in the future, with the companies that I had started, once they get on their feet, I'm going to be looking at paying the team and the company, obviously, through other means, not through the token. That way I don't jeopardize the value of the token. So we'll be able to pump in revenue into the project. So whether or not you guys are buying or selling or whatever, the outside companies will be injecting money, in which case through the first version of the project, not the current beta, but the first version, when that launches, you'll be able to stake your tokens against the profit from the outside companies. So we can definitely get into that closer to the V1 when I have more of the details ironed out for that. But like I said, I just wanted to make sure I got that out there before we continued. So I'm going to go ahead and let the next guy talk. We got I'm going to butcher this, but I'm just going to say Al. Let Al up. But thank you for your question, White Bell. Looks like Al stepped down. So before we wrap this up, does anybody else have any other questions? Does anybody have anything they want to say?
I want to say a few words.
That's it.
I just want to say that I really like all of you guys still believing in all the things we do. I know you guys have been waiting a very long time until the token finally launched, until the next few things are going to launch tomorrow, so the vaults and all. You really gave it everything you've got in terms of answering questions of other people, the people that have been here from day one. There's actually very little that left in the last couple of weeks. So I'm excited for the future. I know we've been working hard all day for the last couple of weeks to get this off the ground, to get everything going, and we have a lot coming. So prepare for that and just stay with us, because the V1 that Seth is talking about, that will for sure blow everyone's mind in terms of getting people into crypto and doing a whole different thing than all of the other current shit projects that are launching every now and then. So yeah, that's my part.
My bad. I was in the AMA questions and couldn't get back to unmute it fast enough. But Jimbo just nominated me for president, so I guess we'll be funding my campaign. But other than that, if nobody has anything, I don't know about you guys, but I'm ready to go. So I can open up the floodgates. I'm navigating to the contract right now. Connecting. And we should be live. So you guys should be able to buy now. With that said, if you guys have problems, questions, concerns, go ahead and hit us up here in the Discord. We'll probably switch over to the AMA voice chat, and you guys can hit us up in there, or obviously you can just do it in the chat, however you guys want to do it. But have fun, and let me know if you guys have any issues. Again, like I said, iOS, you got to use the MetaMask. With Android, you got to use the Trust Wallet. PC, you use the MetaMask. There are some issues on our side, it sounds like, so we will be working on that into tomorrow, the exchange launch, so that at least Android will be able to use MetaMask and Trust Wallet. So, like I said, we'll be around. Let me know if you guys have any problems, and I appreciate everybody's support.